welcome back. Hey, Soul Circle listeners. It is so good to have y'all back today as we relax, for the next hour with That's My Song with me, your soul listener friend and host, Desiree. I'm so glad that you all can make it after your long day again at work, with the kids, with all of that good stuff that life brings us. But let's sit and relax and enjoy That's My Song. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with the Life Enhancement Radio station, www.lifeenhancementradio.com with me. Make yourself comfortable. You see, I got a cup of tea. So pour yourself a cup of tea, smell the incense and the candles, and relax so we can talk. If you were here last Monday, then you know That's My Song is our time to discuss how music may or may not come with the exclamation, "That's my song." And the, examination of the song and the lyrics and why it is not or is my song, your song, or our song given the occasion. Last Monday, we talked about breast cancer awareness, because I am a breast cancer survivor. So it's October. We talked about breast cancer awareness and music that goes and helped me through that journey. Now this Monday, today, my doorbell. Wait a minute. Let me go answer the door. Oh my goodness.
Hey. Hugs. Kisses.
Oh my goodness. Y'all, on this Monday, we're going to discuss October 31st, also known as Halloween. You just heard my doorbell. I love seeing all y'all, but this person right here, oh my goodness, she has decided to join us for this show. Lisa, and possibly, hopefully, other shows, because she is definitely indeed a music lover.
I am.
So, with that, with her being a music lover, I need y'all to know, this is my girl. This my friend.
Be nice to me.
30 years. For over 30 years, y'all. Such a great and wonderful friendship. I always say, this is my girl with that hot sauce in her bag swag. That's this one. That's her right there. But she's joining our soul listener circle.
So excited.
Excited. I like the word cipher. So sometimes you might hear me say soul listener cipher. And sometimes you might hear me say soul listener circle. But it's all the same thing.
I feel like I'm cipher-like. I can be a part of a soul cipher.
Yes. So she's going to be here. She's going to join us tonight as we talk about October 31st.
Halloween. Ooh, I'm glad it's here. And I'm glad it's going.
And all of the music that it definitely is involved with, Halloween, and that's tied to Halloween. Now, let me be clear. Last week, I was really in tune and focused on the words, because it was the words that got me through that journey and has me on my journey, my breast cancer journey. But this week, I realized that because we are talking about Halloween, it's not so much about the lyrics as it is that time of year. Remember, I told you music can impact music, person, place, event, moment in time. That's what this is today. So it's about that moment in time. So since we're weighing in on October 31st, Halloween, Lisa, I know you are a mommy.
And that I am.
You are?
Sometimes a good mommy. Sometimes like that movie.
You're always a good mommy.
I might be a bad mom sometimes. But for Halloween, I think I came through. I came through with a good one. Everybody does trick-or-treating. And I have that rare little girl who really doesn't like candy.
Did y'all just hear that? She don't like candy.
She doesn't like candy. So I try to find something else that we can do that will allow her to wear a costume and have a good time. So this year we went to King's Dominion. And I'm going to tell you, if you have not gone to King's Dominion, I don't know what other amusement parks do, but if you have not, if you're in this area and you have not checked King's Dominion out for Halloween, I highly recommend it. They did some really, really fun things for the kids.
Really?
Their kids area is
Is it a special name
Peanuts.
for King's Dominion at this time?
It's called the Haunt.
Okay, just the Haunt.
The Haunt.
Okay.
And so from opening to 5, it's all about the younger children. And their kids area is themed after the Peanuts. And so they were celebrating the anniversary of the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And all the characters were there dressed in Halloween costumes. They had a petting zoo. They had live animals. They had bubbles. They had a magician. They had all these awesome
bubbles.
things for the
And
kids
magicians are probably big.
to do along with rides. But then at about 7, actually about 6, the teenagers came.
Okay.
And from 7 to 10, it was the Haunt.
That's a whole different crowd, though.
Whole different map.
Okay.
Whole different experience.
Okay.
So my little minion, when the teenagers arrived with their Walking Dead makeup and their zombie makeup, she looked at me and was like, that's not her song, but that's a wrap. It's time to go, mommy. She said she put it, the teenagers are here and it is time to go. But as we rolled out at about 7, the fog was rising and it was dark and all the teenagers were coming. And so I imagined that it was going to be a pretty live, fun place to be from 7 to 10. So much so that they even had like a necklace you could wear if you didn't want to be booed.
What do you mean booed?
Like scared.
Oh, okay.
So I envisioned that there were actually people like walking around scared, like one big, huge amusement haunted house is what I imagined that it turned into.
Right.
So I was like, I have to keep this in mind. It might be a Halloween tradition. And the weather yesterday was awesome.
Fantabulous.
Fabulous.
Fantabulous.
So it was a great experience.
Yeah. Oh my
It was a great
goodness.
experience.
So with that experience, Lisa, that brings me to that story right there about a child and Halloween and all that, all the stuff that's surrounded with Halloween and the alternatives, such as King's Dominion and taking your child to King's Dominion, brings me to my 7-8-year-old self. And so my 7-8-year-old self, if you were to look at that Desiree, she would be like, I got a song. And that's my song. So I'm about to play the song that was my song for Halloween when I was about 7, 7, 8 years old. So we, it's very interesting that we. So it's very interesting that we talked about me. You're so crazy, girl.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry.
So, it's just very interesting. But take a listen to That's My Song.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my love Notari in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to catch a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster
The
mash.
monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
He did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun.
And a shoot.
The party had just begun.
And a shoot.
The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, oh, we're digging the sounds. He got on chains backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker
They
Five.
played the mash.
They played the Monster
The
Mash,
monster mash.
and it was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash.
It's caught on in a
They
flash.
play the mash.
They played the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash.
The monster mash.
It's now a graveyard
It's
smash.
now the mash.
It's caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool, Drax a part of the band. And my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster
The
Mash
monster mash.
and do my graveyard
Then you
smash.
can mash.
You'll catch on with a
Then
flash.
you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash. Mash fool! Easy, Igor, you impetuous young boy. Mash food!
Monster mash. Monster mash.
So, like I said, when I was about 7 or 8, that's my song. That song right there was just, for me, when I went to school as a child and they did the little Halloween parade that I was not a part of. We'll get into that story. I wasn't part of it. That was my song. Like, that song just really meant Halloween and that quote unquote time of Halloween. So, like I said, I wasn't part of the Halloween parade in the beginning because Lisa,
I do.
My mother and my family is from a West Indian island, Trinidad and Tobago. And so Halloween for them, they knew nothing about it. I can't say, she just didn't let us practice it. She just didn't let us quote unquote participate in it. She just knew nothing. Like, she knew nothing about Halloween. And if it wasn't, I'm the child that goes to school. And so I would go home to my mother and be like, Mommy, they were all dressed up. Please, Mommy, please. And finally, I convinced my mother that, let me participate in this quote unquote Halloween, this Halloween event that's going on, even though they knew nothing about it. So, of course, she takes me to Kmart. There was a Kmart near my house. She takes me to Kmart.
That good plastic.
For that good plastic with the
costume.
hole and,
That hard mask. Mine was Wonder Woman. What
Not
was
sure
yours?
if it was fire retardant.
Exactly. Mine was Wonder Woman.
You'll be proud to know I was Lisa from the Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
Which, like, today I would never
I don't even
ever
know her. Like,
Oh
I
my
don't even
gosh,
know
you
her.
have to. She married Caesar. She
I don't
was
know
like,
him either.
He was like the head of the apes or the people. I mean, she was a chimpanzee, but
That's what I'm picking up on. Like, I don't know
a
her.
chimpanzee. But I ended up being Lisa from Planet of the Apes, and I was just so excited that finally,
I'm mad
I
that
could
was
go
a
to school.
costume.
It was.
I'm mad that was a costume.
I could finally go to school and participate in the Halloween stuff. So
I was Wonder Woman.
you was
But
Wonder Woman.
my jumpsuit was plastic as well. I feel like it ripped or something when I put it on.
I know, 'cause
But
they
that
rip so
started,
easily.
they did, but that started my love for Wonder Woman. And I still love Wonder Woman till this day.
Did you pick out Wonder Woman, or did your parents pick out Wonder Woman?
No, I believe because every Saturday morning I watched Linda
Okay.
Carter as Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And she spun around and had those gold bracelets. Like, no, I believe I picked out that costume.
Oh